श्रीनिवासेति श्रेष्ठतया पात्रं गुणान्वितः कौशिकोऽलङ्करङ्गार्यश्रीं विजेतां भुवि न्यस्तात्मीयपरं वरप्रदगुरौ वैराग्यभाग्यो लघौ वेदान्तां प्रसारमन्तमनघात् श्रीनिवासात् गुरोः श्रीशैलान्वयकौस्तुभस्य तनयं श्रेयोनिजय श्रीनिधेः वन्दे साधुकटाक्षकेलिं श्रीकृष्णसिद्धेशिकं श्रीनारायणयोगीन्द्रवरदारिकृपाश्रयं नङ्गेशपादघनतं श्रीनिवासं भजे व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं जगते पौत्रमकल्मषं वन्दे सुगतात्मनिधिं पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन कृतितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ततां भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यानविध्वस्ता शेषकल्मषावस्तुतामुपयातो पुण्यं नमामि तं यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तरितराणि नायमेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य देकसिन्धो रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। Offering my pranamams to all the Bhagavatas in this satsanga, I shall resume the next session. We are into the 87th session, chapter 9, shloka 16. We had just studied the Pratipadartha in the previous class. We shall continue from there. Avatarike for this, in the Bhashya, Tatahi Vishwa. Thus I am only present, having the entire world as my body. Vishwa Shariraha, having Vishwa or the whole world as my body. The aspects of Ekatva and Prthatva that were told, Ekatvena Prthatvena Bahuda Vishwato Mukham. As it can also be told with respect to Para, Vyuha, etc., but according to the context, and the next few shlokas which are coming, it is very clear that understanding Paramatman who is existing, having this whole world as his body, is only proper. That is the Avatarika. Aham kraturaham yajnaha swadhaham aham aushadham mantroham ahamevajyam aham agniraham utam. Aham kratuhu, I am the kratu, such as Jyotistoma and others. Aham yajnaha, I am the 5 Panchamahayajnas, 5 Mahayajnas. Aham Swadha, I am the havis offered to the Pitras. Aham Aushadham, I am the havis such as Vrihi, Ava, etc., grains such as rice and others that are Mantraha Aham. I am the mantra, Ahameva Ajyam. I am the key that is offered as havis. Aham Agnihi, I am the Agni or fire. Aham Hutam, I am the Homa. So Krishna is telling that everything is Aham. So like earlier also we saw the Brahmarpanam, Brahmavi, Brahmagno, Brahmana Hutam. In that also the context was there where one should realize the nature of the individual self before proceeding to realize the nature of Paramatman. And now here it is Bhakti Yoga is being told. That time it was the previous stage of realization of the individual self. So there it was told as everything Brahmatmaka, Brahmatpanam, Arpyate Anena iti Arpanam, that is the Sruka, Sruva, etc. Brahmavi, Brahmagno, the fire is also, so Brahmatmaka. Everything is Brahmatmaka. Brahmaiva tena gantavyam. One who knows like this and performs everything attains the individual self who is also Brahmatmaka. That was the context there which was told. Here, Paramatma is telling directly, Bhagavan Krishna, that it is Bhakti Yoga here, attaining Paramatman only. So here he is telling that everything is my body and I am only present as the Antaryami, and that is being told in the next few shlokas from this shloka onwards. I am the Jyotishtoma and other Kratus. I am the 5 Mahayajnas. I am Swadha, which is the Havis offered to Pitrus, is called Swadha, the forefathers. I am the Havis, such as Vrihi and Yava and other things, that is rice and barley and all that which are. So Aushadha does not mean medicine here or tree or anything or medicinal plant or something. Here it is with respect to the Kratu, all the things are told like Yajna, Swadha, Mantra, Agni, Ajya. So Aushadha is in this context to be taken as the what is got from the plants like Vrihi and other things, rice and other things. So the Bhashya is Aham Kratuhu, Aham Jyotishthomadikaha Kratuhu, Ahameva Yajnaha, Mahayajnaha, Ahameva Pitrugana Pushtida Swadha, Aushadam Havihi Cha Ahameva, Ahameva Cha Mantraha, Ahameva Cha Ajyam, Pradarshanartham Idam, Somadikancha Havihi Ahameva Ityarthaha, Aham Ahavaniyadiko Agnihi, Homascha Ahameva. Aham Kratuhu, Aham Jyotishthomadikaha Kratuhu, Ahameva Yajnaha Mahayajnaha. So I am the form of Yajna such as Jyotishtoma, etc. Adi means everything. I am only the 5 Mahayajnas. Ahameva Pitrugana Pushtida Swadha. The Havis are offering given to satisfy the group of Pitras. Aushadham Havischa Ahameva. Ahameva Cha Mantraha. So the meaning of Aushadam is Havihi. Aushadam Havihi Cha Ahameva. Statement is to be taken as Havis. Ahameva Cha Mantraha. I am only the mantra. Ahameva Cha Ajyam. I am only the ghee offered in sacrifices. Pradarshanarthamidam. This meaning of ghee is just indicative. So anything else, Somadikam Cha Havihi Ahameva. I am only Soma and other offerings similar to ghee that are offered in the yajnas. Aham Mahavaniyadiko Agnihi. Ahameva Agnihi means specifically it's being explained in the Bhashya. I am only the fire called Ahavaniya, and others Homascha Ahameva. Homa or sacrifice is also I am only. Aham Kratuhu. So the word Kratu and Yajna have different meanings, and that is indicated in the Bhashya. Aham Kratur Aham Yajnaha is told. So Yajna and Kratu, they are also used in as some places generally to mean sacrifices, but here both are coming together, so there is no punarikti dosha, no repetition. Kratuhu is taken as Jyotishtoma and such Kratus. Yajna is taken as Panchamaha Yajnas. So the word, that is how it is differentiated. So the Panchamaha Yajnas are Brahma Yajna, Deva Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Bhuta Yajna, Manusya Yajna, etc., which are told in the Vedas as Nityanaya, part of the Nityanayamitika karmas. Ahameva cha mantraha. So the Bhashya Pradarshanarthamidam, Ahameva cha Ajyam Pradarshanarthamidam shows it is not a Vishesha Vidhi which eliminates the rest, but it is indicative of all Havis. So I am, this means, it doesn't mean that he is only that, it is Pradarshanartha, it is indicative. Aham Ahavaniyadiko Agnihi. The Agni also does not mean mere fire, which is one of the 5 elements. Ahameva Agnihi. The word Agni is also used as one of the Panchabhutas, Agni. It's not just that. That is why it is very clearly told. It's a Homa Agni. The name, there are specific Homa Agnis which are called Ahavaniya, Garthapatya, Dakshina Agni, etc. So that is what is meant here. And here everything is told is with Samanadikaranya, that means I am only controlling all that. Everything exists as my body and things like that. So that will be explained later also, that he is different and distinct from everything else. Svetara Samasta Visajatiya. So everything is controlled by him. Everything is existing as his body, and he is only existing as having all of them as his mode because of they are all being his body. Pitahamasya jagato mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitramomkara ruksama yajurevacha asya jagataha pita aham mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkaraha ruksama yajurevacha ahameva. I am asya jagataha pita aham. I am the father of this world. Mata, I am the mother. Dhata, one who supports and nurtures. Pitamaha, I am the Pitamaha. Vedyam Pavitram, the purifying knowledge which arises from Vedas, which is to be known from the Vedas. Omkaraha, the Omkara, Ruksama Yajurevacha Hameva. I am only the Vedas consisting of Rig Veda, Samaveda and Yajur Veda. Rig, Sama and Yajus. Rig Mantra, Sama Mantra, Yajur Mantra, etc. So Asya Sthavara Jangamatmakasya Jagataha Bhashya is Tatra Tatra Pitrutvena Matrutvena Dhatrutvena Pitamahatvena Cha Vartamanaha Ahameva. Atra Dhatru Shabdo Mata Pitruvyatirekte Utpatti Prayojake Chetana Visheshe Vartate. Yatkinchit Veda Vedyam Pavitram Pavanam Tad Ahameva. Vedakascha Veda Bija Bhutaha Pranavaha Ahameva. Riksama Yajuratmako Vedascha Ahameva. Asya Sthavara Jangamatmakasya Jagataha Tatra Tatra Pitrutvena Matrutvena Dhatrutvena Pitamahatvena Cha Vartamanaha Ahameva. Sthavara Jangama is, this world is made of Sthavara and Jangama, movables and immovables. For this group of beings consisting of immovables and movables, I am only present in all those places in the form of father, mother, in the form of the supporter or one who nurtures, and in the form of grandfather. Atra Dhatra Shabdo Mata Pitru Vyatirikte Utpatti Prayojake Chetana Visheshe Vartate. So the word Dhatra, Dhata is used for even Paramatma in some context. It is used for Chaturmukha Brahma in some context. But here it indicates a sentient being other than father and mother who helps them. Yatkinchit Veda Vedyam Pavitram Pavanam Tadahameva. Whatever is purifying knowledge, Pavitram Vedyam Pavitram, purifying knowledge. Pavitra is purifying, to be acquired from the Vedas. I am only is that. Whatever is known from that, which is purifying. Vedakascha Veda Bija Bhutaha Pranavaha Ahameva. I am only the Pranava which teaches Vedas and which is like the seed for the Vedas. I am only the Veda existing in the form of Rig, Sama and Yajus. Rig, Sama, Yajuratmako Vedascha. Veda is made of Rig, Sama and Yajus. So here, father and mother, etc. are told, do not mean that Bhagavan is present in his real nature as father, mother, etc. But he is existing in the form of Antaryami or inner controller in all of them who are present as father, mother, etc. Tatra tatra pitrutvena matrutvena dhatrutvena pitamahatvena cha vartamana. Because everything is his mode, everyone is his mode, being his body. He is only present, can be told, because without his anupravesha, nothing happens. Vastu gets his vastutva only because of his anupravesha. The thinghood of a thing is possible only because of his anupravesha. So he says tat srishtva tadeva anupravishyate tadanupravishya satya tyatya bhavat. All these ancient and non-sentient he became, having done anupravesha. So everything is, he is only existing as everything. That is what is. And the Samanadikaranya is in the Visheshya. These are all like Visheshanas. So father and mother told is not in his real nature. It is he is not present like that, but he is existing as the inner controller of all of them, who are present here as father, mother, etc. And even in case of sthavaras or immovables, their causes are all body to Paramatman, and so even in their cases, Pitritva, Matritva, etc. hold good. So the meaning of Tatra Tatra is that Pitritva exists all the time. Though Sarva Pitritva is not applicable to just one entity. It exists at different places because there are different causes for different effects. And in all those relationships, Pitritva exists in everywhere. So there exists always a father and or mother in a chain. All of them are I only is the Bhava, meaning I am only the Antaryami for all. And Dhatra Shabda, the word Dhata does not mean Chaturmukha Brahma, as in this context. It is not because Bhagavan is telling, is he telling about Chaturmukha Brahma? That is not the meaning according to context here. It is in this context. It is not told along with Rudra, Indra, etc. Wherever there are other gods mentioned like Rudra, Indra, etc., then Chaturmukha Brahma can be taken as the meaning, but here it is not so. The meaning of the Dhatra is in this sense, the sense of Dharana, Poshana, because it is told along with Pita, Mata, it means other people who support, nurture, etc. Yatkinchid Veda, Vedyam Pavitram. So the word Vedyam Pavitram Omkaraha, Vedyam Pavitram are used in Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Vedyatva or knowing is common and Pavitram is the Visheshya. So Pavitram is used along with Vedya and not with Omkara because it is in neuter gender. Pavitram is in Napumsakalinga, Omkaraha is in Pullinga. So that Pavitram, whatever is purifying, which is to be known from the Vedas, is the meaning here. Continuing further, Gatir Bharta Prabhusakshi Nivasa Sharanam Suhrit Prabhavaha Pralayasthanam Nidhanam Bijamovyayam. So all the meanings are all which are coming together is purely according to the context. It has to be understood. Gatihi, I am the place to be attained. Bharta, supporter. Prabhuhu, controller. Sakshi, one who sees everything directly. Nivasaha, the place of residence. Sharanam, the means. Suhrite, well-wisher. Prabhavaha, pralayaha. Prabhava pralayasthanam, place where creation and dissolution happens. Nidhanam, that which is created and withdrawn unto, and avyayam bijam, I am only the immutable cause. Prabhava pralayasthanam, it is. Prabhava pralayasthanam, place where that which is created and withdrawn unto, that is the place where creation and dissolution happens. Prabhava sthana, pralaya sthana. So the Bhashya is Gamyata iti gatihi, Gamyate iti gatihi, Tatra tatra prapya sthanam ityartaha, Bharta dharayita, Prabhuhu shasita, Sakshi sakshat drashta, Nivasaha vasasthanam veshmadi, Sharanam ishtasya prapakataya anishtasya nivaranataya cha samashrayaniyah chetanaha sharanam. Sacha ahameva. Suhrit hitaishi prabhava pralayasthanam yasya kasyachit yatra kutrachit utpatti pralayayoho yat sthanam tad ahameva nidhanam nidhiyate iti nidhanam उत्पाद्यम उपसंहार्यं च अहमेव इत्यर्थः अव्ययं बीजं तत्र तत्र व्ययरहितं यत् कारणं तद् अहमेव सो गतिः भर्ता गतिः इस् गम्यते इति गतिः तत्र तत्र प्राप्य स्थानम् इत्यर्थः that which is attained the place which is attained is gati whatever is a place to be attained from wherever this can be swarga prithvi and all those things Bharta Dharayita Prabhu Shasita. So one who supports is Bharta. Bharana means supporting. Dharayita. So Prabhu means one who commands or rules. Shasita. Sakshi is one who sees everything directly in Sakshat Drashta. Nivasaha means the place of residence such as house etc. I am only all these. Sharanam ishtasya prapakataya anishtasya nivaranataya cha samashreyaniyah chetanaha sharanam. An intelligent being who is to be resorted to for attaining the desirables and getting rid of the undesirables is sharanam. One who is resorted to for getting anything that one desires or getting rid of anything that is undesirable is Sharana. Sacha ahameva. I am only that person, such a person. Suhrit hitaishi, a well-wisher, and prabhava pralayasthanam, for which every object, whatever is the place of origin and destruction, I am only that. Yasya kasyachit. For whichever object, yatra kutrachit, whatever is the place, wherever it is, prabhava utpatti pralayoho eksthanam. The place of origin and destruction for all the creation and destructions which happens here, that is also I am only. All those things are I am. Nidhanam nidhiyate iti nidhanam. That which is deposited, nidhiyate, means that which is created and withdrawn unto. Ahameva, avyayam bijam. That is utpadya and upasamharya. Avyaya is yannavyeti tadavyayam. Vyaya rahita, tatra tatra vyavarahitam yat karanam tadahameva. Whatever, everywhere, whatever is the cause which is immutable, I am only that. So, gati is the word has several meanings. Gatir bharta, such as gamanam, avasana, sthana, and so many meanings it has. And here, according to context, the place of attainment through any means, I am only that, is what Krishna is teaching. And the word bharta does not mean here like bharta bharya, like a husband-wife relationship. It is dharayita, one who supports, in the sense of being common to all beings. So he is the bharta for everything. Prabhuhu shasita. So as per the dhatu bibharti in bharta, the well-known meaning is dharayita. That is to be taken as the meaning here. And Sharanam Nivasaha Suhrute. So the meaning, the word Gatihi was given the meaning of place to be attained, and Nivasaha is the place of residence. So Sharanam is in the sense of protector, as per Sharanam Gruharakshitroho. Those are the meanings of Sharanam. Suhrute is Hitaishi. So Nidhanam means, that is again explained, Nidhiyate iti Nidhanam, Utpadyam Upasamharyam. Created, whatever is created and whatever gets merged, that is withdrawn unto, that is also I am only. Tapamyahamaham varsham nigranhami utsrujami cha amritam jaiva mrityuscha sadasachaham arjuna. Aham tapami, I only generate heat in the form of fire and sun. Aham varsham nigranhami, I hold back the rains. Utsrajami, and again pour it out. Amritam cha mrityuscha ahameva. Whatever causes one to live and die, I am only that. Arjuna, hey Arjuna, aham sat asat cha. I am only all that is present now and what is not present now. This is a very significant shloka. Again, the Bhashya is Agnyadityadi Rupena Ahameva Tapami Grishmadau Ahameva Varsham Nigrinhami Tatha Varshasucha Ahameva Utsrijami Amritanchaiva Mrityuscha Yena Jivati Lokaha Yena Chamriyate Tadubhayam Ahameva Kimatra Bahuna Uktena Sat Asat Cha Ahameva Sat Yat Vartate Asat Yat Atitam Anagatancha सर्वावस्थावस्थित चिरचिद्वस्तु शरीरतया तत्तत् प्रकारः अहमेव अवस्थितः इत्यर्थः एवं बहुधा पृथक्त्वेन विभक्तनामरूपावस्थित कृत्स्न जगच्छरीरतया तत्प्रकारः अहमेव अवस्थितः इति एकत्वज्ञानेन अनुसन्धानाश्च माम् उपासते. So here Krishna concludes his glory of everything being present as his body and how he is controlling everything, being the inner controller. Tapami aham agni adityadi rupena ahameva tapami. I only generate heat, I only cause that heat through the forms of Agni, Aditya and others. Grishma, though, during seasons such as summer, aham Eva Varsham Nigrinhami. I only stop or hold back the rains. Tatha Varsha Sucha Hameva Utsrijami. In the same way, I am only responsible for the rains during the rainy season. Amritancha Mrityuscha Yena Jivati Lokaha Yena Cha Mriyate Tadubhayam Ahameva. By which the people of this world live and by which they die, I am only both of them. Kimatra bahuna uktena. What more to say? Sadasatcha ahameva. I am only all that exists now and all that does not exist now. So that is being explained. What is satya and what is asatya? Satya yat vartate. That which is present, all that is present now. Asatya yat atitam anagatancha. What is not there, asatya, is non-existing. Means what is past, that is atita, and what is anagata, what has not come yet, what is going to come in future. Sarvavasthavasthita chirachidvastu sharirataya. In whatever states all these sentient and non-sentient objects, vastu, having all of them as my body, sharirataya tattat prakaraha, having them as my mode, ahameva avasthitaha, I am only existing in all those states. That is the meaning. Evam bahuda pratatvena vibhaktanama rupa avasthita. So thus having the entire world existing severally, vibhakta means namarupa vibhaga, which is differentiated, existing severally, pratatvena, separately, differentiated into name and form, kritsna jagat sharirataya, this whole world, having that as my body, tat prakaraha, I am only existing as they are all my mode, so I am the prakari, having them as my prakara, I am only existing, having all of them as my mode, I am only existing. Iti ekatva jnanena, this is the ekatva jnana that was told. Ekatvena pratatvena bahuda vishvato mukam anusandadhanascha. Those who contemplate upon me like this kind of a ekatva jnana, mam upasate, they also meditate upon me like this and they do my upasana. So Bhagavan says in the 10th chapter that he will tell about the primary ones among his vibhutis. That is all his glory. Antate kathayishyami vibhutihi atmanashubhaha pradhanyataha. The pradhanyataha means pradhana the prime ones, the most important ones, the main ones. Of his vibhutis he tells in the 10th chapter. Similarly here, the existence or satta, satta means existence of every object is under his control, that is told. Now he says that the functioning of all those objects is also under his control. Earlier existence was told, now the functioning is told, aham tapami, etc. And he is the inner self of all. So these slokas show that he is different and distinct from everything, and everything is his mode. He is only existing, having all these as his mode. And these are explained in great detail in other places, in the Antaryami Brahmana and in Vedanta Sara, which is a commentary on the Brahma Sutra by Bhashyakara. In one place, he very clearly and summarizes all these aspects, taking the pramana of Antaryami Brahmana, which says that Yaha aditye tishthanna adityadantaraha yam adityo naveda yasya aditya shariram yaha adityam antaro yamayati aditya, there daiva adhidaiva, that is the iti adhidaivam. Yaha atmani tishthanna atmano antaro iti adhyatmam. Yaha sarveshu bhuteshu tishthanna, that is prithiviyam tishthanna, etc. And it goes up to sarveshu bhuteshu tishthanna, one who is present in all the elements, though none of the elements they know him. And sarvani bhutani shariram yasya, everything is his body, it is adhibhutam. Yaha sarveshu lokeshu tishthanna iti adhilokam. Yaha sarveshu vedeshu tishthanna iti adhivedam. Yaha sarveshu yajneshu tishthanna iti adhiyajna. So he is adhidaiva, adhyatma, adhibhuta, adhiloka, adhiveda and adhiyajna. This shows that he is superior to all of them. He is above them. He is different and distinct and above all of them. So that is being told also here in these shlokas, according to it is as per what is told in the Shrutis. Here the same aspects are being told. So Ajnadityadi Rupena Hameva Tapami. Since Paramatman is not the cause in his essential nature itself, because Bhashya is Ajnadityadi Rupena. The cause of heat is through the sun or Aditya, Agni, etc. So through them he causes the heat, but the heat is caused because he is present as Antaryami. They are able to give that heat. So the word Adi includes everything that can cause or that can generate heat. So this can be seen very clearly in the instance in Kenopanishad. Who is the one who burns? When the fire burns, when we touch, we say, who is the one who is actually burning? Who is giving that capacity to the fire or for the sun to shine forth and burn, etc. So in the Kenopanishad there is an instance where the Devas win over the Asuras, and the Devas, the gods, are celebrating their victory. Asmakameva ayam vijayaha. We have only, they forget that without the grace of Bhagavan they are helpless. So they are celebrating, telling that we have won this war. So Bhagavan wants to teach them the lesson. So he appears as a huge yaksha, something which is not seen so far. And all the devatas they don't understand what is this huge being that has come up. And Indra sends Agni, first go and find out who is that. So Agni comes there, he says, so Yaksha asks Agni, who are you? I am Jataveda. He says, I am Agni. What is your power? He asks. So he says, I can burn, api sarvam daheyam, I can burn anything in this world. So the Yaksha keeps a small blade of grass and says, now, Daha, burn this. Agni tries with all his power, but he cannot burn that small blade of grass. And he goes back, disappointed. And Indra sends Vayu. Yaksha asks him, what is your power? Vayu says, I can carry off or blow off anything in this world. So he again, Yaksha keeps a small blade of grass and says, blow this away. And with all his power, he cannot do that. So that shows that the capability of all this Agni, Vayu, etc. is because of Paramatma Sankalpa, and he being the Antaryami, and he is the controller. And without him, nothing can function. And finally, Indra goes and Yaksha disappears, and Uma comes and teaches them that this is Brahman, you have to do Upasane on Brahman and all that. So that is where clearly with examples that is shown, that is Ajnadityadi Rupena Ahameva Tapami Aham, is that told here by Krishna. Grishmadau Ahameva Varsham Nigranhami Tata Varshasu Cha Ahameva Utsrajami. The Mula Shloka is Aham Varsham Nigranhami Utsrajami Cha. How can the same person do two things opposed to each other, stopping as well as making it to four? He is told there is a Kala Bheda, the difference in time, Grishmadav and Varshasu. There is difference in time and there is no contradiction. That means he makes all these things happen in the form of Parjanya, etc. Who is Adidevate for rains and all that. Amritam Chaiva Mrityuscha Yena Jivati Lokaha Yena Chamriyate Tadubhayam Ahameva. This is also significant in the Bhashya. In the word Amrita, if the word it is taken to mean Sudha, that is the what Devatas and all drink for attaining Amaratva, it is told. That is, they live for a very long time. That is not the one here. Then if that is taken as Sudha, Mrityu should mean poison or Visha. So that is not according to the context. So Mrityu indicates the cause of death, Amrita indicates what is opposed to that, which is what prevents Mrityu and not something that gives a long life, etc. So whatever is the cause of living in this world is the meaning of Amrita. Yena lokaha jivati. Kimatra bahuna uktena. So that can be Yena lokaha jivati, means anything that is consumed for living. That is what it is. Kimatra bahuna uktena. What else can I say? Sadasaccha ahameva. This is also very important to understand. The words Sat and Asat are used. Both are in the sense of attribution, Vishesha. Sat means what is existing now, and Asat cannot be something which does not exist, but which does not exist now. That is the meaning. That means it does not exist now, but it existed in the past, or it is going to exist in future. That is the meaning, because there is Samanadikaranya, Aham Asat. Krishna is telling, Aham Asat means I am something which does not exist is not the meaning. I am something. I am everything that does not exist now, means which existed in the past or which is going to exist in future. All those things also being my body, I am only existing having them as my mode. I am going to exist in future also, or past also I existed like that. That is the meaning. So he is Nitya, he is always present. So the Aham Sat, Aham Asat Cha, that is the meaning to be taken. And in some other context, Sat Asat may also mean sentient and non-sentient. But in this context, the prime teaching is that everything is Bhagavadatmaka and everything is his body, and he is only existing having everything as his mode. So including all the things, current, past and future, would be more proper. So this anyway includes sentients and non-sentients also, because they only exist in all these states. Sarvavastha avasthita chirachid vastu sharirataya. The word ekatva jnanena is about qualified unity. Vishishta ekatva jnana. Vishishta ekatva jnana. Ekatvena is not that he existed and nothing else existed. He existed qualified by everything, which is that everything is Chit and Achit. These are the three realities, Chit, Achit and Ishvara. And Ishvara exists always as being qualified by Chitta and Achitta as his body, and there is all modification in his body only, and he is avikari, he always exists without any, he is an immutable principle. So Vishishtaikatva Jnana is what is taught here. It is not, and it is also not what existed during Pralaya in Ekatva, where there was no name, form, differentiation, because it is according to what was told as Ekatvena, Pruthatvena, Bahudha. Pruthatvena means individually, Bahudha means severally. Bhashya is Evam Bahudha Pruthatvena. To remind that that is the same teaching that is being told here. Evam Bahudha Pruthatvena Vibhakta Nama Rupa Avasthita. So in the state of differentiated, when the name and form differentiation is present, Tat Tat Prakaraha, having all of them as my mode. How are they all his mode? Krishna Jagat Sharirataya, because they are my body, they are all my mode. Ahameva avasthitaha. Ekatvajna iti ekatvajnanena anusandhadanascha mam upasate. So those who meditate upon me, there are also people who meditate upon me with this knowledge, jnana yajnena chapyanye. This is the knowledge that I am only existing, having everything as my mode. Evam mahatmanam jnaninam bhagavad anubhavaika bhoganam vrittam muktva. This is avatarnike for the next two shlokas. Tesham eva vishesham darshitum ajnanam kamakamanam vrittamaha. 20 and 21 shlokas are commented upon together. Evam mahatmanam jnaninam bhagavad anubhavaika bhoganam vrittam muktva, having told about the nature and all the how they live, how they function. Vritta means about everything about them, who are Mahatmas, that is the great-minded ones, Jnaninam, knowledgeable ones, Bhagavad Anubhavaika Bhoganam. So they have joy only in the, they have only one joy, which is the experience of the nature of Bhagavan. Having told that, Teshameva Vishesham Darshitum, in order to show the greatness or the specialty of such noble ones, Ajnanam Kamakamanam Vrittamaha, the path followed by those who are ignorant and desiring worldly pleasures, is being told. So the three attributes about the noble ones in the Avatarnike, Mahatmanam, Jnaninam, Bhagavad Anubhavaika Bhoganam. This is, as was told in the 13th shloka, Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritimashitaha bhajanti ananya manasaha jnatva bhutadimovye. So here, Mahatmanaha is told Mahatmanam, jnatva, that is Jnaninam, ananya manasaha bhagavad anubhavaika bhoganam vrittam. It reminds of the same shloka earlier told. And the characteristics of the ignorance, ajnanam kamakamanam vrittramaha, is similar to what was told in Navajanantimam Mudaha Manushim Tanumashritam Parambhavam Ajanantaha. That Ajanantaha is Agnyas Parambhavam Kamakamanam Vrittamaha. So, and the fruits attained by such ignorant ones is so meager, is also explained here in the next two shlokas. Traividyamam somapaha putapapaha yajnairishtva swargatim prarthayante te punyamasadya surendra lokam ashnanti divyan divi deva bhogan te tam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam kshine punye matyalokam vishanti evam trayi dharmyam anuprapannaha gatagatam kamakama labhante. Traividyaha mam somapaha putapapaha. Traividyaha mam yajnaihi ishtva somapaha putapapaha swargatim prarthayante te punyam surendra lokam asadya Divi divyan devabhogan ashnanti. Te tam vishalam sargalokam bhuktva पुण्ये क्षीणे मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति एवं त्रयी धर्मम् अनुप्रपन्नाः कामकामाः गतागतं लभन्ते. Trividyaha means those who are well versed in the three Vedas. Trividyaha. Mam yajnaihi ishtva, having worshipped me through sacrifices. Ishti yajna. Ishtva means having performed the sacrifices. Yajnaihi ishtva. Somapaha, putapapaha. Somapaha means having consumed the somarasa, which is yajnashishta. They get putapapaha, getting rid of sins due to drinking the somarasa. Sargatim prarthayante, they pray for attainment of Sargaloka. Te punyam surendra loka masadya, they having attained the surendra loka, Sargalokas of the devatas, which is a virtuous world, punya, of the form of punya. Divi divyana devabhogana ashnanti, experience the divine enjoyments of gods in that Sargaloka or heavens. Tetam vishalam sargalokam bhuktva, having attained, having enjoyed the pleasures in the vast heavens. Punye kshine, when the fruits of their good deeds end. Punya is the fruits of their good deeds. When it ends, kshine, martyalokam vishanti, enter into the world of humans. Evam trayi dharmam anuprapannaha. In this way, those who practice mere karmas prescribed in the Vedas, Trayi Dharmam. Trayi is Vedas, Trayas, Trayi. The Vedas are told as Trayi. Kama Kamaha, desiring Swarga and other enjoyments. Gatagatam labhante, get to travel to and fro from these worlds, from Swarga to the world of humans, again from here to Swarga, Swarga to here. Agati and Agati, Gati and Agati. That's what they attain. The Bhashya is Rigyajus Samarupaha Tisro Vidyaha Trividyam. Kevalam Trividya Nishthaha Traividyaha. Natu Trayanta Nishthaha. Trayanta Nishthahi Mahatmanaha Purvokta Prakarena Akhila Veda Vedyam Mameva Jnatva Atimatra Madbhaktikarita Kirtanadivihi Jnana Yajnena Cha Madeka Prapyaha Mameva Upasate. Traividyastu Veda Pratipadya Kevala Indradi Yagashishta Somana Pibantaha Putapapaha Swargadi Prapti Virodhi Papat Putaha Taihi केवलेन्द्रादि दैवत्यतया अनुसंहितैः यज्ञैः वस्तुतः तद्रूपं माम् इष्ट्वा तथा अवस्थितं माम् अजानन्तः स्वर्गतिं प्रार्थयन्ते. ते पुण्यं दुःख असंभिन्नं सुरेन्द्रलोकं प्राप्य तत्र तत्र दिव्यान् देवभोगान् अश्नन्ति. ते तं विशालं स्वर्गलोकं भुक्त्वा तदनुभव हेतुभूते पुण्ये क्षीणे पुनरपि मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति. एवं त्रय्यन्त सिद्ध ज्ञान विधुराः काम्य स्वर्गादिकामाः केवलं त्रयी धर्मम् अनुप्रपन्नाः गतागतं लभन्ते. अल्प अस्थिर स्वर्गादीन् अनुभूय पुनः पुनः निवर्तन्ते इत्यर्थः. This is an important aspect which has been told earlier also in many shlokas, so it's explained in detail again. Rigyajus Samarupaha Tisro Vidyaha Trividyam. Trividya is explained like that. The nirvachana for that is Rig, Yajus, Sama, Rupaha. They exist in the form of Rig, Yajus and Sama. These are the three forms in which primarily it exists. Veda, that is Trividya. Kevalam Trividyanishtaha Traividyaha. Those who are merely dedicated to the three Vidyas, are called Trividyas, Rikejus and Sama. Trividyaha, Natu Trayanta Nishthaha. They are not steadfast in Trayanta or dedicated to what is told in Trayanta, which are the Upanishads. Trayanta means Anta, which is also called Vedanta, that is the Upanishads. The Anta here is also the Nirnaya, that is, what is the final conclusion of the Vedas, that is established in the Upanishads very clearly. It is there everywhere in the Vedas, but Trayanta, in the Upanishads specifically, Bhagavad Swarupa is very clearly established firmly in various ways. And in the Purva Bhaga, that is, Veda has two forms, Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. The Karma Kanda is primarily dedicated to all the yajnas, yagas, and all those things. And like Jyotishtoma, Shwamedha, Vajapeya, and all those things. And in the latter part, that is the Upanishad, the Brahma Swarupa is established very clearly. And it is also called, Anta is also called the Shirobhaga. That is the primary part. And it is the Nirnaya in that meaning also, where it gives the final, what is the final message of the Vedas. So Trayanta it is told. So Trividyaha, that is why it is told here as Kevalam Trividya Nishtaha. That is, without the knowledge of what is told in the Upanishads, only the yagas which are talking about gods such as Indra, etc., Agni, Indra, and all these, if they do not know the Bhagavad Swarupa, which is very clearly established in the Upanishads, they will think that the Indra and other gods are just, they are only gods, they only give the fruits, etc. So, Trayanta Nishtahi Mahatmanaha, those who are established firmly in the Trayantas, the Upanishads, they are Mahatmanaha, they are the great-minded ones because they have proper knowledge. Purvokta Prakarena, as told earlier, Akhila Veda Vedyam Mam, Akhila Veda Vedyam. Here it is made clear, it is not just Vedanta Vedya, it is Akhila Veda Vedya. He is known from everything. Aham Kraturaham Yajnaha is also told that for all these yajnas, I am only Kratu, I am only Panchamaha yajnas and all those things. So Akhila Veda Vedyam, whatever is to be known from the entire Vedas is Mam, I am only to be known from the entirety of Vedas. Eva Jnatva, having known me, Atimatra Madbhaktikarita Kirtanadibihi, excess of love, bhakti, madbhakti, excess of love towards me, they kirtanadibihi, because of that excess of love, they meditate on me, mameva upasate, they meditate only on me with chanting and others, kirtanadibihi, kirtana adi, chanting and others, jnana yajnana cha, and also with the yajna of the form of jnana rupa yajna, that is sacrifice of the form of knowledge. That knowledge is ekatvena, pritatvena, bahuda, vishvatomukam, what was told, having me only as the ultimate object to be attained. Madeka prapyaha, means there for them the what is prapya is I only. Trividyastu, those who are dedicated to the Karmakanda, the Trividya, that is the yajnas, Keva Veda Pratipadya Kevala Indradi Yagashishta Soman Pivantaha. So that is also Veda Pratipadya only. Veda says Agni, Indra and those names, and they are all Devates, but they get the powers to give the fruits only because of Paramatman is present as Antaryami. Tapamyahamaham. Varsham was also told that whatever powers all these Bhutas or Devates or everything has, is because of what is given by Paramatman. He being existing as the Antaryami, and everything is his mode, being his body. But they are also known in the Vedas, Yajnas. Without proper knowledge, without the knowledge of the complete Vedas, Vedanta, with the Vedanta, one will not know the proper meaning. Veda Pratipadya Kevala Indradi Yaga Shishta. So the Yaga Shishta is what is left over after performing the Yaga, after having offered to the gods such as Indra and others. Somana Pibantaha, the Soma and other Havis, which is after performing the Yaga, what is left over? Drinking that, consuming that. Puta papaha, Swargadi Prapti Virodhi Puta Papat Putaha. Puta papaha means papas are accumulated from Anadikala. Will everything go? It doesn't go. Swargadi Prapti Virodhi Papat Putaha. So whatever Swarga and others are told as the fruits of those yajnas, if one performs the yajnas without the knowledge of the Antaryami, Paramatman, but thinking that Agni, Indra, and they are only the gods and we are worshipping only them, they only give the fruits, etc. And the fruits are only Sarga and other lokas. Whatever is sins are obstructing one from attaining those Sarga and other lokas, those sins get destroyed through that. So those devatas have such powers given by Paramatman, and that happens because it is told in the Veda, that is also Veda Pratipadya, and the performer gets that fruit, that benefit of attaining those lokas. But the sins that are got rid of with such knowledge is only those, limited to those, which are obstructing one from attaining those fruits, Svargaloka, etc. Because that yajna has that fruit. When one performs that yajna, keeping for that devate, that fruit has to be obtained because it is told in the Vedas. And that happens. But without the complete knowledge, they get only those fruits. So, Swargadi Prapti Virodhi Papat Putaha. Taihi Kevale Indradi Daivatyataya Anusamhitaihi Yajnaihi. The yajnas are done with Kevala Indradi Daivatyataya, keeping in the mind that only Indra and others are the devatas, Kevala Indradi. Vastutaha tadrupam mam ishtva tatha avasthitam mam ajanantaha. That is the meaning of Kevala Indradi. In reality, Vastutaha tadrupam mam ishtva. I am only existing in those forms. I am only existing in the form of Indra, being is Antaryami. Mam ishtva. So ultimately they actually worship me only, but tatha avasthitam mam ajanantaha. They do not understand and do not know that I am existing like that. Swargatim prarthayante. What do they pray for? They pray for Swarga and other worlds. Te punyam dukkha sambhinnam surendra lokam prapya. Punya lokam is dukkha sambhinnam. Yanna dukkena sambhinnam yat na dukkena sambhinnam. That is told for Sargaloka. Surendra Loka, Indra's Loka and others, which are not mixed with dukkha, grief. So they only have enjoyments, happiness there, all pleasure they enjoy there. Having attained that prapya, tatra divyan deva bhogan ashnanti. In those heavens, they enjoy all the pleasures of which are divyas, which are not found in this world, but which are in those heavens. Tetam vishalam sargalokam bhuktva. So they are all huge lokas, vishalam sargalokam, having enjoyed all that bhuktva, tad anubhava hetu bhute punye kshine. Whatever punya are the fruits of the good deeds that the yajna, Veda Pratipadya yajnas are also dharma. That is also good deed only, but done with they do with the idea of getting only those Svargalokas, and it gives them certain punya, certain fruits, and removes the sins which are obstructing attaining those heavens, etc. And when those punyas are experienced and exhausted, kshine punarapi martyalokam vishanti, because from anadikala so many punya papas are accumulated. This is one of them which they experience, and when that gets exhausted, they come back to this world of humans again. Evam trayanta siddha jnana viduraha. So what is in Trayanta? Trayanta is Vedanta. Trayanta Siddha Jnana. What is the knowledge that is established firmly in the Vedantas is about that Paramatman is the Prakari. Everything is his Prakara. He is having everything as his mode. He only exists as the mode, as having everything as his mode because of everything being his body. When they do not have that knowledge, Vidhuraha, being devoid of such knowledge, Kamya Swargadi Kamaha. So Swarga and others which are desired, Kevalam Trayi Dharmam Anuprapannaha. Kevalam is without the knowledge of Trayanta Jnana, Trayanta Siddha Jnana. Gatagatam labhante alpa asthira swargadin anubhuya punah punah nivartante ityartha. It is very meager and it is impermanent. Alpa, asthira, swarga and other words they experience and they keep coming again and again to this human world. That is being explained in detail. So there are very many explanations for this, all this Bhashya from Tatparya Chandrika. And since we have come to end of this session, we shall take up the special meanings, explanations for this in the next session. So with that, I offer my pranamams to all the Bhagavatas in the Satsanga and conclude today's session. Srimate rAmAnuja Namaha. Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. If there are any questions, I shall leave the class. So if there are no questions, I shall conclude today's session. Srimate rAmAnuja Namaha. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.